Raise your hand if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, well, this thing's streaming on YouTube. So, do you guys have the ability to unmute yourselves?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
All right. Okay, well, this thing's running on YouTube as well.
How do you do that? Is that just a button you click in Zoom, or is there something more complicated than that?
Yeah, yeah. I got some stuff I got to do right now. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. I'm just curious. Don't really need to know.
I muted your mic, Paul. And hello, everyone so far. Okay, where is this other thing? Here we go. Lots of old faces. Looks like Sherry might be having problems, Tim. I can't hear you, so you're muted.
She's just about to come on.
Well, no, I see it, but there's no video. It's been there for a while. I'll give it time, I guess. Two o'clock. Test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. And not working. Huh. And just give some people some time. Oh, there you are. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hey, Venerable Myohe, if you wouldn't mind, would you do the opening chanting for me?
Yes.
I forgot to grab my Monk Talk, and I don't want to go get it right now. And Venerable Songdo, I guess Sherry doesn't. Oh, there it goes. I saw the video was turned off, but it's on now. Uh, Venerable Qian Yang, looks like you're going for the Bodhidharma look, huh? Let's see. So, Venerable Hyunjin, are your people all logged in yet?
Looks like I have 2 of the people of the 3. I think the third one's having oh, here he is. Yeah, the 3 are logged in.
Okay. I know I sent this. Did you send a link to Cindy too, Mike? I remember your mic's muted.
No, I did not.
Okay, good. Because I did.
Okay. She
All
actually
right.
told me she'd gotten something from you.
Yeah, good. And Venerable Myodo, did you send anything to Miriam? Because I don't think I have her email address.
No, I did not, Most Venerable. I have not spoken to her since you and I last spoke.
Can you copy the link I sent you and send it to her?
I can, yes.
Because I think well, I don't know. I think she might have asked. But anyway. We can do something here. I don't want to screw with this screen, so let's see. Well, we have one person on YouTube anyway. Okay.
I believe that's Jennifer.
No, there was only a person called Kurt. Well, somebody logged in. I can't see who's all connected.
Venerable Wanji,
Yeah.
Cindy texts me saying she's on YouTube, and Kurt was going to be on YouTube as well.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's 14 people logged in now. All right. Well, gee, I managed to do something for a change. Your daughter's on, Tim. Well, I guess we're probably, let's see. Okay. Well, 10 minutes after we'll start, I guess. So I hope it's not imposition to you, Venerable Mew. Hey, but I appreciate it.
No, that's perfectly fine.
All right. So I'm going to mute myself. And
Are we starting from taking refuge? You're muted. I can't hear.
did you get the copy of the ceremony that was in the email?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh,
So I'm just looking. Are we starting from taking refuge?
I don't see that. Where is that?
Just after the procession to the altar.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody will need to mute themselves as they alter.
No, they already are.
Okay.
No, I'm okay. I'll mute myself now.
In the triple gem. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Homage to the fully awakened, perfectly liberated Buddha. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in the Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. I take refuge in the Sangha.
So even though you guys are muted, go ahead and do the 5 cultivations.
5 cultivations of a Buddhist. I vow to cultivate humility, recognizing the illusionary state of reality where truth is conditional, dependent on subjective knowledge. I will let go of my opinions and bias. Realizing that ideas and opinions are conditioned by the 6 senses and are an expression of subjective truth, I will practice samadhi so that I might become as a newborn, devoid of conditioning. I vow to cultivate renunciation. Recognizing that all things are impermanent, I will let go of my sense of ownership over possessions and people. Realizing that sickness, old age, and death come to all, and that I cannot control my own body, I will forego trying to control others. I will practice dana so that I may have no need. I vow to cultivate stability. Recognizing that the opportunity to study the path of liberation comes rarely, and then for a fleeting moment, I will subdue discontent. Realizing that my master and Sangha are as my family, I will study with them lovingly and attentively. I will practice virya so that I may learn the effortlessness of the way. I vow to cultivate harmony. Recognizing that mindfulness is the foundation of a monk's life, I will treat each moment as if it were my last. Realizing that my speech, actions, and thoughts can cause unhappiness and discontent, I will guard the doors of my body, mouth, and mind at the expense of my own comfort for the sake of harmony. I will practice shanti so that I may have patience with my own shortcomings. I vow to cultivate piety. Recognizing that the sage of the Shakya clan taught selflessly for 45 years after his awakening, and that all of the ancestors down to my true master have given their bodies for my sake, I will study the ways of the Buddhas and great masters. Realizing that the path is open to me because of the compassion and wisdom of all who came before me, I will practice karuna and prajna so that I may cast off body and mind and find my true self. I bow to the Buddhas of all time and space in gratitude.
In original nature, there is no this or that. The great round mirror has no likes or dislikes. May this gate be welcoming to all sentient beings. Myohei, you wanna light the candles behind you?
They're lit. And incense I already lit. I can do the bell if you like. You're muted.
Let's see. Venerable Chongrian, would you like to explain what's going on to everybody?
Yeah, so do you want me to read from the beginning or do you want me to just talk? I will talk. So we have a ceremony today, transmission and Inka. So these ceremonies are basically verifications from a teacher that the individual up for these honorifics have gone through a series of understandings for themselves. In their own school, in going through things like koan practice, and it's considered a seal of acknowledgement that they have reached a place in their own practice that they can express the Dharma through their teaching words. So in the act of giving Dharma transmission, for example, it literally means a public seal. And so students who have this title from Dharma transmission, Sonsa, Son meaning Zen in Korean, and Sa meaning master, they become a Zen master and have all of the availability to teach from their own style, their own understanding. So I welcome all of you, and I'm very glad to be a part of this with you today. Thank you for all your practice.
All right, so Venerable Myohei, let's do 3 minutes of meditation. And if you'd strike the bell to begin and end, thank you. Okay, so now comes the fun part. So we're going to have our 4 candidates receive questions from you guys. And we're going to do that in order of seniority. Don't ask real koan questions, but ask whatever you'd like to. So our oldest member here today is Venerable Sangdo. So you can unmute your mic and then raise your hand. I'll recognize you, and then unmute your mic, and we can start the encounter dialogues. Who wants to go first? Come on, you guys got to do it. Otherwise, we don't have a ceremony. Paul Kruger. Does that mean you want to? Yep.
My mic is open. Whom am I addressing my question to?
You already understand.
Is it without understanding?
You want to know more?
Yes. What happens if everyone becomes a monk or a nun?
How may I help you?
In many ways.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you, Master.
Venerable Myo
John.
Chong.
Sorry, I should have
I'm a
changed my
little
thing.
slow.
That's okay. Congratulations, dear Dharma brother. We haven't met in person, but I have one question for you on your very auspicious day. Are you ready for it?
I am.
Beetles or stones?
I think you already understand that one.
No, I want to hear. I do, but I want to know what your understanding is.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Next person. Come on, guys. You didn't come here not to participate. Venerable Myo. Hey.
I'm happy to see you today. So if I'm correct in remembering, you wrote a book comparing Buddhism and Christianity. So my question to you is, who is the greater teacher, the Buddha or Jesus?
I'm sitting here in a room in Pasadena. It's a beautiful day outside.
Wonderful weather report, but I'd like to know who was greater, the Buddha or Jesus?
I think I'll go with the Beatles.
It seems you evade the question. Just simple answer, Buddha or Jesus, who's greater?
Thank you for your teaching.
Venerable Chong Reno.
Hello, teacher.
we've never met in person, I don't believe, but I've
Mhm.
seen many things from you. And you say you're in South Pasadena, and I'm looking at your background, and it's like you're in Asia. So where are you really?
I'm sitting here in a Zoom meeting with some really wonderful teachers and wonderful people.
Thank you.
And your wonderful wife and daughter.
It's true. Thank you for being here, guys.
Venerable Chol song.
Great teacher. I'm looking at my computer and you weren't on it yesterday, but you're on it today. How can I believe you?
Think, what would you need to know to believe?
Hearing your answer is a belief.
Then there you have it.
Thank you for your teaching.
We're not done yet.
I'm not fully roasted. It's getting hot though.
We still have yet to hear from your wife or your daughter as well. One of them want to go, Adam? Come on, it's the time. You know, he's got to bow to you. No, okay. Okay,
Oh,
Melissa.
So what is the root of all wisdom, teacher?
a very good question. Outside, it's a beautiful sunny day, and the wind is blowing gently through the trees.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you.
Yes, Yinjin.
Yes, Venerable Sangdo. What is more important, awakening or service?
How may I help you?
You can help me by giving me clarity.
Not sufficient?
It's quite sufficient. Thank you for the teaching.
Oh, okay. Cheering.
What is your favorite season?
Behind you, I see cherry blossoms. They're really beautiful.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you. Anybody else? Come on. Okay, Muson.
Mute. Mute.
You gotta unmute, brother.
Congratulations, teacher. Sun in Pasadena. Snow in Canada. How does a Zen master eat an elephant?
There's There's many roads between here and Canada, and I've traveled only a few of them. You need more?
Yes, yes, please.
In Canada, they have fewer COVID vaccinations than in America. I'm not entirely sure why.
Thank you for your teaching.
All right, Mia, hey, would you hit the smoke talk? Oh, you gotta unmute first. Thank you. Okay. Well, next is Venerable Songdo. Mike Ford, if you're reading his little name tag there. Okay. Venerable Chongryong.
Hello, Venerable Teacher. I hope you are well today. It's nice to see your face. I see that your name on here says Ford, but I drove a Toyota today. What vehicle is the best one for me to travel in?
I don't know.
And how do I know which one I should choose?
Test drive, go to the lots, take a test drive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Venerable Myohe.
Good day, great teacher. There's a lot of suffering in the world today. Tell me, where do you put all that suffering?
It's put in my heart and my tears.
Thank you for your teaching.
Paul Bopmin.
My question today, from a pragmatic point of view, how are we to consider nirvana and life after death?
Don't consider life after death and nirvana. Consider this moment.
Does that mean I am the here and now?
There's only this moment with the sun pouring through my kitchen window.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you.
Ben Jim, you got anything to ask? Oh, Ian, okay. I forget your Dharma name.
Congratulations, Mr. Ford, on your achievement. My question is, it has to do with our awakening and ethics mutually dependent or exclusive?
I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
Awakening versus ethics. Are they mutually dependent or exclusive?
I think they're I think they are the breath of this moment. So I think it happens at the same time.
Thank you.
Venerable Myodo.
Congratulations, Dharma brother.
Thank you.
So I have a deep philosophical question for you. Hot dogs come in packs of 10. Hot dog buns come in packs of 8. Why?
Don't know.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you. Yes. You're muted.
Go ahead, Joel-san.
Great teacher. It's good to be with you today.
It's good being with you.
My head's a little scratchy today. Yours looks pretty soft. Why is that?
My wife oils my head.
What oil do you use?
I'll have to ask her.
We'll stay out of the frying pan then.
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Thank you for your teaching.
Let's hear something from you, Venerable Minshim.
Great teacher. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If I see correctly, there are sunflowers behind you. Are they real?
They're real paper mache sunflowers.
Thank you for your teaching.
Yes, Venerable Myo-chan.
Hi, Dharma brother, even though we haven't met. I understand that you and I both work weekly with Venerable Wanji Dharma, studying the letters of Dahui. And as you know, Dahui wrote many, many letters.
Yes.
How did he send them?
Don't know. Really don't know.
How much do you think a stamp cost in his day?
I think it was a courier, probably. Eh? So.
Well, if you don't know how he sent them, how do you receive them?
With grace.
And from a big guy. Thank you for your teaching. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so you will soon retire from your work life.
Yes.
So what will you do in your newfound spare time?
I will walk the dog.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Venerable Myohei, would you hit the Muktak? Thank you. Okay. Venerable Hyunjin.
Greetings.
Okay. Venerable Chongyang.
Hello, Venerable Hyunjin. I interacted with you on Facebook a while ago, and your advice to me was to hold off on coming to Mexico for a while. We're almost vaccinated, and we have a trip planned to take to Mexico in June. What kind of Dharma should I practice in Mexico?
We have the best tacos that you can buy, and they're very spicy. And I know you like spice, so you're going to appreciate a Mexican taco.
That sounds like heaven.
Yeah, Venerable Mio Chong. Gotta unmute.
Unmute.
Sorry about that. I hate to be that person. But I was saying we go back farther together than probably anyone here. So let me ask you, where is the Prajna Institute?
The Prajna Institute never really existed. It was just an idea. And so
Okay.
happy that we finally resolved that issue.
Perfect answer. Congratulations. Love you.
Okay, Venerable Miohe.
Great teacher. Good to see you. When you were here last, you made friends with my dog, Inka. She died last year. Where did she go?
She is here in our hearts with her little barking that brought such joy. And we can keep hugging her every day, as I see you do in Facebook with your pictures.
Thank you for your teaching.
Very touching. Venerable Chul Song.
Good afternoon, great teacher.
Good afternoon.
What is the sound of a Maktak on Zoom mute?
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
Thank you for your teaching.
Reverend Minmay.
Congratulations, Maestro. Venerable Master, what is the biggest obstacle in practice?
Loving with all your heart and not holding back anything. As I love you and our Sangha today and always.
Thank you for your teaching.
Reverend Gosa.
Venerable Hyunjin, who are you now?
There's dogs barking in the street and the sun filters through the trees and I shine with the brilliance of the smiles before me.
Thank you for your teaching.
Anybody else? How about your student down the bottom of the screen there? He's got to ask you he's got to ask you a question.
Hi, Master. I have a question for you. Who is receiving this transmission today?
I receive and I give, and I celebrate with all. And from here, the great sound of the infinite continues in silence.
Thank you for your teaching.
In case anybody doesn't know this, Reverend, what's Oscar's Dharma name?
Poisson.
Yeah, so Reverend Poisson is on another Zoom meeting right now. Translating this into Spanish. We've come a long, long way in the last 13 years or however long it is. It's unfortunate that Venerable Gyung-san couldn't make it today, but Venerable Miao Chong, I don't know if you remember, but today we met in 2009.
Yeah, it would have been right about now. Yeah, I
No,
can go up and look at.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it
right
was.
about now.
Yeah,
It was exactly whatever that is, 12 years ago.
I can go look at my certificate right upstairs of my precepts. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It was in my memory, so they reminded me.
Nice.
Any last bidders? All right, I have a question then for you. So, what's the difference between the American Sangha and the Mexican Sangha?
Don't make difference or opposites.
Thank you for your teaching. Venerable Myohe, please strike the now we have one candidate receiving Inka today. So
Who is it? Who's who's the candidate?
What?
It is I.
I just wanted to see the person's face, so when I talk, I look at the right person. I guess that means I volunteered myself to go first. So
yeah, that's fine.
Of course, I wasn't ready for that. So my question is, great teacher, could I have asked you a question if I didn't see your face?
You certainly could have.
How would I know it was you answering me?
How do you know that it's me answering you now?
Thank you for your teaching.
Venerable Minsham.
Great teacher. Congratulations on your achievement.
Thank you.
We began, I believe, at 6 minutes after the hour. If this had been one of your classes, would we have been able to leave by then?
I don't keep you here.
Thank you for your teaching.
Venerable Chongriang.
Teacher, if my memory serves me correctly, the first time I met you, it was in a basement in Cincinnati. How have you changed?
I've come out of the basement.
Thank you for your teaching.
So have I.
That's true, great teacher.
Venerable Yenjin.
Reverend Chosang, in this time of COVID, why did this virus arise?
Don't know.
Are we being punished?
Only if you believe it.
Thank you. Thank you for the teaching.
Venerable Mio Chong.
Nice to see you again. Great teacher.
Great to see you.
Congratulations. So my question for you is, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Thank you for your teaching. Great answer.
Ian. Reverend somebody. I got to get your Dharma name now.
Gwandu Parjna, sir.
Oh, that's it. Gwandu.
Great teacher. What's the difference between nowhere and now here?
You already understand.
Okay, thank you.
General Boatman has his mute off.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, I see we got hands up. There we go. Okay.
Venerable, without a personal God, on what basis can any human exist?
Do you exist?
I don't know. Because I am
You
nothing.
need- How can you be nothing if there is a personal God?
Because there's no I.
Then in what way are God and you separate?
Is there God?
I hear you asking.
Thank you for your teaching.
Reverend Musong.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. I was taught if I saw Buddha on the road to kill him, but he was driving on the pavement. What should I do?
Get out of the way.
Thank you for your teaching.
That's a good one.
Anybody else? Did you raise your hand, Venerable Mio? I think you already asked him.
I was itching, sorry.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay, I've got a question for you. The Beatles or Miles Davis?
Ooh, that's tough, but All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need.
Good. All right. Will you hit the magical Moke Talk? Thank you. Okay, so I'm supposed to talk now. And I guess what I want to say is, first off, it's a pleasure to work with individuals, and most of my personal students had years of practice prior to coming to me. And this is an important key point. In some cases, that was beneficial. In other cases, not so much. But it's so beautiful to see all of you guys. You're my family. We are a family, and we come together on celebrations like today to celebrate the passage of 4 people into the next phase of their existence, where things will change. We all have different paths. We don't necessarily all teach or engage in formal Buddhist teaching, and therefore, because of that, we're still helping the world, and that's the important thing to remember. We don't need to be hung up on what it means, to be a quote unquote Chan practitioner. Because there's no right way to teach. Sung San once said that once you receive transmission, if you wanna set up practice in a Burger King, then go right ahead. And so, perhaps your life is flipping burgers that put smiles on people's face, or if you want to work in a non-veg place, a vegetarian place. I mean, whatever makes your boat float once you receive transmission. Inga's a little different. You still got a little ways to go just to verify and codify what you're doing. As the list of teachers grow, it makes me very happy. Perhaps someday there'll be grandchildren before I die. Perhaps. I don't know. We shall see. And if there aren't, it's not going to break my heart. I'm doing my job. I continue to do my job, and I'm happy to do it. So as we get ready, why don't our 4 candidates slip into your new duds?
Who else has all you need is love stuck in your head?
Me. Totally.
Take that, Stones.
Yeah, it's Beatles 2, Stones 0 if you're counting.
You haven't met me yet. My Stones vote is worth like 1,000 anything else. We'll talk in person someday. I have issues.
Miles Davis.
I'm learning jumping jack flash, so I think that's. I don't play the Beatles. I play the Stones, but sing the Beatles in Dharma sessions. So
It's all good.
Well, everybody knows my choice, and that's Joni Mitchell. So forget all you guys. Okay.
Are you downed and troubled?
I don't know what that's in a reference to. That sounds like James Taylor to me. Okay, so there we go. Wow. You guys look fancy, man. All right. So let's see. Let's see if this works. Let me go off. Okay, so I don't know. This is an experiment I'm trying, so let's see if this works. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Okay. So our first candidate receiving Dharma transmission, a 5 Mountain Zen Order Certificate of Transmission, March 27th, 2021. Transmission title, Archbishop of Longshu Shan. Transmission name, Jin He. Now, I want to explain, everybody is being named after Jingak Hasim. So I took a segment of, his precept's name and his Dharma name and named these 3 individuals. Jingak Hasim was the Dharma era of Janol. Janol died at a very young age, somewhere between his late 40s and early 50s. Jingak Hasim is the one who compiled the 1,483 koans in a single collection and did more to document the teachings of Da Hui in Korea than any other teacher. I hold him in the highest esteem, and therefore I name each one of you after him. Precept's name, Songdo. Original name, Tim Langdell. Entering the economical path early in life. Manifesting empathy, empath, sympathy, and care. Beneficent as Guanxian Bodhisattva, kind-heartedness, genuine wisdom, and compassion has always abounded. Signed, Venerable Dr. Wanji Dharma. So I want to congratulate Venerable Myohei. No, sorry, Jinhei. Gee, I'll get it right. Oh, and by the way, your name means genuine wisdom, and that truly applies to you, my friend. And I guess I would like to mention that our brother is both a Christian priest and a fully recognized Zen master now. And he also works tirelessly as a chaplain, working, with hospice care. One of the kindest, gentlest men I know. So thank you for that. All right.
Most Venerable Wanji, we
Yes.
see the Explorer file folder. We don't see whatever the certificate is. It must be going to your other screen.
Well, it says it's sharing it.
You have to open.
Go ahead.
You have to change what you're sharing. You can select which screen you're sharing, and having launched the certificate, you then change the view to the certificate.
Okay, let me try something then. So you didn't see the certificate in the first one?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So you launch the certificate.
Yeah, no,
first.
I get it.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do that right now. Well, it's kind of a bummer. Sorry. Oh well, gotta have glitches. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now do you see Venerable Jinhei's certificate? Yay. And I don't know, did you guys get, I know Venerable Hyunjin got all of his certificates and got them framed, etc. Did you guys get yours done? Just let me know. Talk.
Yeah, I got mine printed and I got a frame.
Oh, good.
I did too. One.
Okay.
Venerable Wanji.
Good.
I also.
All right. Good. I'm glad we got all that. So they have two other certificates, which I'm not going to show you guys because they're enormous. Anyway, they're on a scrolls, and one of them's a Dharma lineage. So just something, this is a painting by Hakuin, one of the few Japanese teachers I really like. And that's the whisk and the dragon staff. which is just a stick in Korea. So anyway, this was Venerable Myohei's certificate.
Did you mention the name of the mountain and which mountain that was?
They're part of the Taoist mountain ranges, which feed into Chan Buddhism.
Okay.
Okay.
And that one's Dragon Tiger Mountain.
Yeah. Okay. And so let's go. Here we go. Okay, can we all see this one? Okay, good. So 5 Mountain Zen Order Certificate of Transmission, March 27, 2021. Archbishop of Wudong Shan, transmission name Jingak. Jingak means genuine depth or genuine awakening. I mean, precept's name Gosan. He received that from, I think you received that from Maizumi, right?
ZCLA. It was but it wasn't Maizumi directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Original name, Mike Ford. Poem, with a strong heart and the conviction of a warrior, a lifetime of helping others, always concerned with now, no self, no other, defending the downtrodden, genuine awakening in action for those with whom he has served. Same thing in Chinese over here, signed by me, and again, Venerable Jingak has worked a majority of his life as a union representative. Tough work, trying to help those people, trying to make it in life in a capitalist world. Our third certificate here, 5 Mountain Zen Order Certificate of Transmission, March 27th, 2021, Archbishop of Chiyun Shan, transmission name Jin Sim, which Jin Sim means genuine depth. Precept's name Hyun Jin, original name Osmo Piedmont. You know, first time I heard the name Piedmont before I met him was in a movie made, a remake of a movie of a novel, which was a movie by Somerset Maugham called The Razor's Edge. And Bill Murray had a partner there and who died while they were working in the medical corps. And I just never remember him screaming at Piedmont for dying. Anyway, consideration and care have brought you early to the Tao. Again, studying with other teachers, searching for this path of benevolence and consideration, finally finding your way outside these earthly bounds. A genuine depth of insight and awareness has finally arrived. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, teacher.
And we have Venerable Cholsang now. His Inka certificate. Nice Bodhi leaf there. 5 Mountain Zen Order, Certificate of Inka, March 27, 2021. Precepts name Cholsong Prajna. Original name Douglas Gentile. Transitioning from academic to insight is no easy task. Yet always focus on the path of benefit and insight. A natural born teacher in both academia and self-transcendence, penetrating the nature of mind and realizing these two worlds are yet one. Signed by me. And if you don't know what Mahastavira means, it means I've been ordained more than 20 years. That's all it is. It's a Buddhist honorific. Okay. So that we made it through that section. Yay. Excuse me. Oh. And looks like Venner. Oh, there we go. He's back. Okay, so we got 4 talks to listen to, and then we'll wrap this baby up. So, in order of seniority, and you know what it is now.
So, gosh, I feel old. First of all, thank you, everyone, for being here.
And last I checked, there were, well, we're down to 12 now on YouTube. We were up to 15 at some point.
Right. And several millions watching live. So I'm not going to attempt to give a formal talk. There's a story, I don't remember where I heard it, and shame on me for not remembering if it's in a koan, but of a student who travels thousands of miles to visit a master teacher that he's heard great things about. He spends every last dime he's got getting to the location where the teacher is. And hungry, not having eaten the last 3 days of his journey, he almost crawls into the great room where the teacher is seated at the other end on the high dais on his lovely wooden chair, wearing his fine robes. And the student approaches and says, "Great teacher, give me your greatest teaching." The master descends from his seat and, approaching the student, he rests one hand on his shoulder and says, "I've got nothing to give." Now that we have these fine robes, we can attract students to us like moths to a flame. And when they come, and they will, we too can say, "I've got nothing to give you." Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations.
So, you know, the first time I heard of Sun Master Jinkok was from a book. It was a slim book of translations called Magnolia and Lotus. His pen name in writing these poems was Muija. That pen name means the man who wears no clothes. And as Wanji had just told us, the Jinkok part means genuine awakening.
No, it's a gok, not cock.
Gok. Thank you. Just by his names, this is a pointing towards clarity. And in terms of the nakedness, there's no adornments. It's just simply what is. So I wanted to share with you all a 4-line poem that he wrote. It's called The Delight of Contentment. It goes like this. Being rich and noble, like a floating cloud, means what to me? Following one's sphere in life is itself beautiful. If I have no worries, why do I need wine? To achieve a tranquil heart is to have made a home. And I think I wanted to use this opportunity to point out the tranquil heart line. It is from this tranquil heart, a wide open heart, that we make home and where our home is. It is our home that goes with us moment to moment. Our practice is not just moments on a cushion. Our practice is our life, and that life practice of how may I help you? How can it be otherwise but this tranquil heart that connects us to each other and to everything else? You know, I really do need to give some shout outs here since I'm getting this opportunity to talk. And, you know, our teacher, Venerable Wanji, he is our teacher, but he's also my friend. He's my brother. And, you know, it's amazing how he and I share some common occurrences in our lives. Not together, but there's intersections about some of our experiences. And, you know, I'm starting to learn this too, that, you know, not just Wanji, but my wife, my family, you all, everybody. My old dog, who's not doing so well, Chewy, you're all my teachers. And I really look at these moments with you and moments of learning as moments of grace. I can't thank you enough for being here and performing this ceremony. I'm humbled by it. I'm honored by it. I have nothing but gratitude. And it gets me a final say of, I love you all. Thank you.
The sun in the sky shines everywhere. Why does a cloud obscure it? Everyone has a shadow following him or her. How can you not step on your shadow? The whole universe is on fire. Through what kind of samadhi can you escape being burned? Once upon a time, a lion was taken into captivity and thrown into a concentration camp, where to his amazement, he found other lions who had been there for years, some of them all their lives, for they had been born there. He soon became acquainted with the social activities of the camp lions. They banded themselves into groups. One group consisted of the socializers, another was in show business, another was cultural, for its purpose was to carefully preserve the customs, the traditions, and the history of the times when lions were free. Other groups were religious. They gathered mostly to sing moving songs about a future jungle where there would be no fences. Some groups attracted those who were literary and artistic by nature. Others still were revolutionary, and they met to plot against their captors or against other revolutionary groups. Every now and then a revolution would break out. One particular group would be wiped out by another, or the guards would be killed and replaced by another set of guards. As he looked around, the newcomer observed one lion who always seemed deep in thought, a loner who belonged to no group, and mostly kept away from everyone. There was something strange about him that commanded everyone's admiration and everyone's hostility, for his presence aroused fear and self-doubt. He said to the newcomer, "Join no group. These fools are busy with everything except what is essential." "And what do you think is most essential?" asked the newcomer. The lion responded, "Studying the nature of the fence." The historical Buddha is sometimes called the lion of the Shakya clan and is therefore depicted seated on a lion throne. Our story suggests we are all lions, hence Buddhas, but we are imprisoned by our conditions. We pine for bygone times when things were better. We look to a future time when things will improve, or we simply fight and kill for what we believe in. But none of these things will ultimately free us from our prison because they did not address the essential thing, the nature of the fence. As Zen practitioners, this is what we do. We study the nature of the fence, this mind that keeps us imprisoned in our conditioned world of dissatisfaction and discontent. How do we free ourselves from this fence of limitation? After studying the nature of the fence for the best part of my lifetime, I have learned three important things. The first one I owe to Myo Chang, Venerable Myo Chang. First, don't want anything. She told me that when I came to her very distraught, how difficult the practice was. And she advised me this, and it stuck. If you want something, you get something. If you don't want anything, then you get everything. Our mind usually wants something, a car, a house, fame, power, riches, and romance, but they are all impermanent. They come, they last a while, they go. We may worry about losing them, or we may become bored with them and look for new ones, or maybe what we want is enlightenment or some higher state of consciousness. Therefore, we want hard training. We want to become good Zen students, or we want to be correct, give a good answer, be admired, or get transmission. Wanting is neither good nor bad. When you want, whether good or bad, it doesn't matter, because when you want something, you have already given up your freedom. As the lions in the story demonstrate, you are as good as dead. So how to live a life of not wanting anything? And this leads me to the second thing I learned studying the nature of the fence. And I owe this to Daesun Sanim, my teacher, Venerable Wanji Dharma. We have no choice. Everything is already determined. Until we realize that we have no choice, only then do we get a choice. Nothing has any real meaning. There is no absolute reason for the things being the way they are. They just are. If we try to give them meaning of right and wrong, good and bad, then we are lost in the world of opposites. We think we can escape karma. If we just work hard, do what we are told, then we will get true happiness. Then after working hard and getting lots of things, we still aren't happy. And now we are bitter, confused, and unsatisfied. There are infinite causes that influence our choices and actions in life. You can call it karma, conditioning, genetics, God, or destiny. You think you have a choice, but the creators of social media, Twitter, and Facebook know otherwise. We are conditioned to want what others dictate to us. However, we do have our practice to help us understand our true self, but you have to be willing to pay the price. In C.S. Lewis's The Silver Chair, a young girl from Earth, Jill Pole, is alone, lost, and very thirsty as she wanders through the foreign world of Narnia. Then she sees for the first time Aslan, the great ferocious lion, standing by a stream of fresh water. Naturally, she's terrified. "Are you not thirsty?" said the lion. "I'm dying of thirst," said Jill. "Then drink," said the lion. "Will you promise not to do anything to me if I do come?" said Jill. "I make no promise," said the lion. Jill was so thirsty now that without noticing it, she'd come a step nearer. "Do you eat girls?" she said. "I've swallowed up girls and boys, women and men, kings and emperors, cities and realms," said the lion. didn't say this as if it were boasting, nor as if it were sorry, nor as if it were angry. It just said it. I daren't come and drink, said Jill. Then you will die of thirst, said the lion. Oh dear, said Jill, coming another step nearer. I suppose I must go and look for another stream then. There is no other stream, said the lion. It never occurred to Jill to disbelieve the lion. No one who had seen his stern face could do that, and her mind suddenly made itself up. It was the worst thing she had ever had to do, but she went forward to the stream, knelt down, and began scooping up water in her hand. It was the coldest, most refreshing water she had ever tasted. We are all thirsty, and there is only one stream. We have no choice. If we want to satisfy our thirst, we must be willing to be swallowed up whole by the lion. We must be willing to die to our old self and become one with the lion, our true self. We have no choice but to choose to surrender and be broken. In death, attain life. There is no other way. As my teacher once told me, if you are not willing to be broken open, you will never discover your true self. However, when we surrender, when we are swallowed up by the lion, we become free and life is sweet. Now we can change no meaning to great meaning, which means great love. We can change no reason to great reason, which means great compassion. We can change no choice to great choice, which means great vow and the bodhisattva way that helps other lions to be free. Which leads me to the third thing I have learned studying the nature of the fence. Do no harm. If we are deeply committed to helping others, then there is no need to cause them harm. We learn to move from a place of selfish wants to a place of concern for the needs and well-being of our community. We become considerate and caring in our speech, our actions, and our livelihood. We practice the precepts of ethical living, freeing ourselves from killing, stealing, lying, sexual objectification, and intoxication. The suffering of others becomes our primary concern. Likewise, freeing others from their fences of delusion becomes our greatest joy. Like the lion in the story, we study the nature of the fence to free ourselves from wanting, surrender to our awakening, and do no harm to others. May we all have the courage to be free.
Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
My computer overheated, so I was gone for a little while. And I let our brother ramble on way too long. But he always does that to me. And one day he'll learn. One day he'll learn. Keep it short. I love you, brother, but gotta learn to follow instructions. Okay, I'm on my phone right now, so let's just keep going.
I said before, all you need is love. But what is love? To simply say I love you has several potential problems. If I'm speaking about me, then it might be manipulation. If I tell you that there's nothing at all wrong with you, I push you off the path. If I tell you that you need work, I bury you in manure. Perhaps I'm trying to give you a feeling, but is that my job? Even if this is the wrong approach, the question is still valid. How can you feel loved? How can you feel valued? In Buddhism, we sometimes talk about giving the gift of fearlessness. We do this by working with our own habits. We do this through the taking of precepts. Being true to our precepts gives the people that we're near safety. They learn that they have nothing to fear from us. We do this by refraining from causing them harm, by not taking what isn't given, by maintaining sexual respect and agency, speaking the truth and maintaining the mind. This is a gift we give to those around us and also to ourselves. But is this love? Daesun Sanim Sungsan asked us to keep a question in our minds prior to acting. Is it for my benefit or the benefit of others? How can we tell? Eishun was a Japanese Buddhist nun and the younger sister of Ryon Emyo Zenji, the founder of the Saijoji temple. And the story goes that she was very beautiful, but did not want to marry. She was resolute in her pursuit of a life of service. And after the inception of Saijoji Temple in 1394, Eishun asked her brother to ordain her. And he did not want to because he worried that her presence would corrupt the monks and be a distraction. But she shaved her hair and wore rags to show that she was serious. And so he did ordain her. And several of the monks in the temple were attracted to her. One of them secretly wrote her a love letter saying that he loved her and requesting a private meeting with her. And she didn't reply to this, at least not initially. After the conclusion of the master's lecture the following day, Eishun arose and addressed the one who had written her the secret letter. Holding it aloft, she says, "If you really love me so much, come and embrace me now." As Eishun made clear, the love letter was simply the Zen Center version of catcalling or drunk texting. Dangerous aspects can be called love. It can be possessive. When combined with secrecy, it can become toxic. It can feel uncontrollable and like it sweeps us away in a manner that makes us believe that we aren't responsible for our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Is this love? Love is not a thing. Love is ethics. Love is how ultimate truth becomes embodied. So what is love? How may I help you?
Academic. It's all good. Hey, I can't. My phone. I was using my phone for ceremony. I think 4 great vows, and that's right.
The 4 great vows, if you all recite.
Do that.
Okay.
Does anybody want to say something? And I'll just open it, and I can't see everybody, so.
Hi, it's Mia Chung. I had a text a while ago from Venerable Yan Min, and he had technical problems and couldn't join us live and participate, but he caught us on YouTube and he wanted to say hello and give his love to everyone. So, hi, Yan Min, we miss you.
Thanks. So, anyone say anything before we're closing?
I'd just like to say thank you for all of you who've done all this hard work and are taking these vows and receiving transmission today. As I think we can all agree, there's a lot of work we need to be doing. So the more we have helping us, the better. So I'm very happy to have you all here taking on some of this work that we're all eager and engaged in doing.
I mean, like I said, just say something.
It is so good to see all of you. Thank you for being here. I've missed being able to be with you physically, so it's wonderful to be with you today. Thank you.
I guess you guys are just like talked out or something. I don't know.
I think we're
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. We're going to all recite the 4 great vows together. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all. Delusions are endless. We vow to cut through them all. The teachings are infinite. We vow to learn them all. The Buddha way is inconceivable. We vow to realize it.
All right. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank everybody that is following. Hopefully it's still running on YouTube, although it may not be. I don't know. It may have gotten cut short. And the recording I had is going to be cut short because my computer overheated. So I many apologies for that. I usually have an auxiliary fan on it and I forgot to turn it on. So my oops, but thank you all for coming. And I want to congratulate our 4 new teachers. Welcome to the family, and I look forward to meeting with you more. All right.
Is someone able to take a screenshot of this for Wanji since his computer is down?
I've done a few. I could pass them to Wanjin.
Yeah. I took some as well.
Hang on a second. Like a lot of people already logged off. Maybe, I don't know. I might be on here twice.
You are on twice. You're muted, great teacher. You're on the wrong microphone.
One of my students who's on the YouTube group just said it was not cut short. So that's good news.
You're still muted.
I've been rambling on in mute. I'm a freaking idiot. Oh God, how embarrassing. Anyway, I was just saying that if anybody wanted to just say any parting words, yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you to the Sangha.
I can't hear you. I know I hear you.
I'm thankful for the Sangha and in here in Mexico for their tremendous support and love. And I appreciate their presence and their help in realizing the Dharma here in Mexico. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
I'll just say thank you for everybody for being here, and I'm so glad I could find the time to come and be a part of this. I too have missed Sangha interactions, and although
well, you're starting a business, I understand.
Well, my life and career has been on Zoom for the past year, and so it's been an interesting ride, hasn't it? But I'm glad I could be here, and hope to see you all live in the flesh at some point in the future. So thank you all for all that you do.
Okay. Well, you guys can go about your days then. And may they be a blessed one. Everyone, please stay safe and take care of yourselves.
Good night.
Yeah, good night to everyone.
Good night. Stay safe.
Yeah.